Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us, right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, and let's build together.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Cersei, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is...
Peace, this is Brother Hatim, and you have joined us on Giami Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.giamijourney.com. We're about to go live up in this month.
All my brothers and sisters, hold
Don't know if
hands
you're
and bow
ready.
your head.
Don't know if you're ready.
Let us
Come
pray.
on down. Hotel for grown folks, we're going to
God
break
stand
it
up in the
down.
foundation of the mighty.
Take your family and friends. Put your kids to bed. This hotel for grown folks. Let me go and say it in my other voice.
Defend the poor and the fatherless.
Folk
Do
tales
justice to the
for
afflicted and
grown
the
folks.
needy. Deliver the poor and needy.
Folk tales for grown folks. Folk tales for grown folks. Make sure you put the children to bed.
To the earth or out of court. I have said, ye are God, and all of you are children
Put the
of
babies to bed.
You shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God.
Rise, O God.
Thou shalt inherit.
And put them kids to bed. It's about to go down. Folk tales for grown folks. Too black. Folk tales for grown folks. It's going down tonight. It's going down. All the way down. I don't know what you're expecting.
This is Kadara Franks, and you are now
Don't know.
listening to the Giami Journey
What's going
Radio.
down tonight? I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying
Keep
to
up with the
tell
journey.
you.
Check out what we have done
Call
in the
your
past.
friends, call
Go
your
to
family.
journeyarchives.com.
Cause we gon' do it tonight. Oh,
This is Abdul Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Giami Journey Radio.
y'all playing with the wrong one. If you easily insulted, you don't like cussing,
Be sure to follow Giami Journey on
turn it off
Facebook,
right now.
Google Plus.
We gonna have us a grown folk talk tonight. Going down. All the way down. I don't know what to do. I don't know what
This
to
is
do.
Abdul Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Giami Journey Radio.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Folk tale for grown folks. Go sit it out. We ain't playing around these parts. Ain't got no time. They ain't playing with
You are
us.
now listening to Giami
we gotta
Journey
stop
Radio
playing.
with Monica. Enjoy.
So come tune on in.
This is Maureen.
Enjoy yourself.
Journey Radio.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself with me. Or us on Giami Journey. Black line will be open. Let me go open that right now.
I want to give shout out to Silver Kevin.
Open up the black
All my
line.
Silver Nation out
Open
there. I
it
want to
up.
give shout out to my
Right
mom.
now.
I want to give shout out to my dad for
Open
raising
the
me and my
black
family to be
line
around me.
now.
And I want to give shout out to the
Right
people
after
of my
D'Angelo
generation that's
go
trying
off.
to do something big.
How does it feel? The greatest Prince song not done by Prince. How does it feel? Who there?
This is Cleveland. And
Oh, that's Cleve. We almost at the end. We almost at the end.
Peace, Hotep. It's Mansour Hotep, aka Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity, does it sound good? I think it sounds
We also
great.
gonna open up
Right
a
now,
special
you're
line for
listening
those
to
bold
Giami
enough to call
Journey
in.
Radio.
I'm gonna send a link out.
If you're not adding
ready?
anything to the
I'ma send a link out.
you don't deserve
For those that wanna come on screen.
This is Brother Hatim coming at you live.
Gonna send that link
now
out.
listening to the Giami Journey.
You can join
Radio.
us. You can join us.
Shouts out to the
You
Giami
can
tribe,
join us.
Giami family. Stand up.
It's going
Peace.
down. All day, every day. Gianni Journey Media. Y'all thought I was playing. I'm not playing at all. At all.
If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry this name. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gianni Journey Radio. Shouts out to Gianni Tribe, Gianni family. Stand up. And you are now listening to Gianni Journey Radio. Peace. This is Gina.
This is Gina.
And you are now
Now you listen to my daddy.
on Gianni
Gianni Journey
Radio.
Radio.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh my God. Hold on. Man, let me just say, Sasha left her car down here, and I'm just wondering, should I teach Sasha a lesson on the importance of keeping your car? She got her little black car from, got a little black car from Greenlight, don't want to show the number, but I'm thinking about going there and just cashing it out. She got stocks and stuff like that. I'm thinking about just cashing the card out since she gonna leave her card around. Why your card is down here? What you buying stuff online now?
I ain't buying nothing.
I was about to buy something.
I was too.
Family, listen. When you get, let me say this. Be wise with your stimulus. Be wise with your stimulus. Be wise with your stimulus. All right? You know what I'm saying? Put some of that money on your babies. Put some of that money on your babies. On your nieces and your nephews. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have babies, put some, you know what I'm saying? You could get them, you get a Greenlight card. They got an investment function on there. And I know a lot of y'all like, well, I didn't invest in that. The market gonna crash and blah, blah, blah. If the market crash, so what? You know what I'm saying? They had a stock. Just hold on to the stock. You ain't like you gonna go out and buy millions of dollars worth of stock. You know what I'm saying? It was a time, where we didn't, really hurt ourselves about certain things and shit, But hey, we're in a different time now. We're in a different time, different place. But I understand. But start investing for your babies. Start investing for your babies. Start investing for your babies. Like I said, it's a bunch of startups on Facebook and Instagram. You in the news. There's Bitcoins. There's all types of stuff that we can start getting our young people into so that they can start taking advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? I do not want the time that I spend on GNJ.media to be wasted. Talking about gossip, talking about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I like talking about things that will change your life. This is why we started the show Folk Tales for Grown Folks. For those that don't understand, let me Let me go and share some stuff with y'all real quick. I'm gonna share some stuff with you real quick. All right, so and we're gonna get straight into the folk tale for the night. Lines are open. Lines are open. Let me make sure I post that up. Lines are open. 614-556-4535. And also, for those bold enough and you want to actually come online with me, call in first so that I know that you're going to it. You click the link, I'll bring you in live, me and you one-on-one, and we can sit up in here and we can have this discussion, and you'll be on the screen with me. That's right. I got it. I will work it out so that you could pop up on the screen with me. I ain't set the screen up, but like I said, depends on how many people want to use it. And we can also have our live chat where I'm bringing people in. Got our own rooms where we can do all types of stuff, and a lot of stuff we run through gnj.media, but I use a lot of programming. But with our free e-course, let me go and put that up. You can go and click the link, go to the free e-course. On the second day, we talk about understanding how to use folktales, myths, and legends, right? In Giamma, we talk about this thing called crystallized wisdom. Crystallized wisdom. You won't be able to find it in the dictionary. It's a term that was generated through conversation with my tribe members in Giamma Journey. Crystallized wisdom is wisdom that was left for us by our ancestors, and they crystallize it in stories and proverbs and myths. And there are ways that you can extract this information for yourself. A lot of times we look at the information as if it's childish, as if it's useless. Folk tales, for example. A lot of people don't like the folk tales. I've been posting up a folk tale a day. A proverb a day. And, a lot of people look at it and, it's silly. But for those that really know, those proverbs remind you of lessons that you may have had in your life or prepare you for lessons to come. And those folk tales also prepare you for life experiences. Please understand, cultures survive by being able to take the mistakes of past generations and being able to remember those mistakes without going through those mistakes. A culture is supposed to elevate a people. It's not supposed to hinder a people. You know what I'm saying? Because you do have cultures of ignorance. Let me say that. A culture of ignorance. A culture of ignorance is a culture that has totally forgot its place in the world and forgot its history. They lack a memory. They lack a memory, a cultural memory. And what our ancestors have done, they have frozen some of their wisdom in our folk tales because we couldn't pass it in traditional methods. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have control of the institutions, right? So when you start talking about nation building and you start talking about tribe building, you talk about family building, what you're talking about is developing institutions that will outlive you, right? And you have to be serious about it, and there's a method to it. I'm not saying I have the only method. There are other methods out there, but Giamma, we have a specific method that we use. We have a specific method that we're willing to share with others. So go on, check out the free e-course, get a little bit of information, and like I said, you don't have to purchase nothing. Just go on, get the wisdom, get the knowledge, and start building. That's all it takes. Just a little bit of work, right? So now, I've been blocked on most of the ways that I'm streaming. I'm at this point trying to download stuff, but like I said, so I put in a request for YouTube to download all of my videos from Hatem Giamma on YouTube. And I put that in on Imani. No, I put that in a while ago. And I got so many videos, family. I mean, it's like 3,000 videos that I'm going to try to download so that I could go and replay some of those on Giamma Journey Media for you, gnj.media for you on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we are and we will be streaming 24/7.
I mean, that is the goal. Every now and then we're gonna have crashes and stuff because the computer, my computer, it ain't the top of the line like it was before. So we eventually gonna have to build a bigger and a better one. But through the support of the family, we're gonna be able to do that. Not only will we be streaming my old videos, we're gonna be streaming some of y'all new videos because I'm on here trying to get people to understand that the time is now, right? This pandemic that we went through was, in some cases, it was bad. I know some of us out here have lost family members. I have lost some family members as well. Thank God it wasn't super close, but I've lost as well. But where there is a problem, there's an opportunity. And the pandemic revealed the opportunity for us. You know what I'm saying? Well, we could go on and expand our platform from where we were to where we need to be. Because we need a place where we can have our real conversations, where we can have our real discussions and not really have to worry about other people's opinions of what we do. So now what I'm going to do, because there is a specific video that I want to show, because y'all know I'm on that TikTok thing. Now, check this out. For those that might be looking for opportunity, right? Check this out. Here's the opportunity. I'm going to say it to y'all. Y'all hearing it on Giami. So, TikTok is kicking all of the other social media's ass. Y'all might not know that. Y'all on Instagram, y'all on YouTube. As older folks, we tend to follow some of the stuff that the younger folks did. Facebook blew up. It was the place for young people. You know what I'm saying? Older folks, are like ourselves, start getting on there. Young folks found something else. They moved to Instagram. Young folks, start using Instagram. We say, Instagram, that's brilliant. I wish I would have thought about that shit. Boom, Instagram, posting up pictures, and you could throw up stuff. You could throw up short videos and stuff. We start getting on there. Young people move to something else, right? Right now, the young folks is on TikTok, right? They're doing TikTok 60-second videos and getting these ideas out, doing some real creative stuff over there. So what is happening is that TikTok, over the last 2 years, has been whooping everybody's ass. TikTok is whooping everybody's ass with their racism. It's some racism, you still see it, and it's controlled by the Chinese because, anyway. But they're whooping everybody's ass. So what YouTube has done, according to what I'm reading, on March 18th, YouTube decided to do what they call YouTube Shorts, where you can start doing videos just like you would do them on TikTok and post them up on YouTube. But it's a new market. It's like you get to start at, not quite at the beginning, because they beta tested it in India. Now they're bringing it here, right? So eventually you're going to be able to do your short form videos on YouTube. With the camera to the side, for a long time, like, I don't want to do my camera like that. I turn my camera horizontal now. Now I can hold it like this, but I only got 60 seconds. So what it is microwaving information. You remember how it used to take a long time to cook a potato? Those of you old enough, it took a long time to have a baked potato. Now you could just poke a couple of holes in that shit and throw it in the microwave and be done in 3 minutes. So what we have to do is we have to reshape our message. We have to reshape our message and start building our tribes using this method. Why? Because it's 60 seconds. People give you 60 seconds, because it, you know what I'm saying? Because like the shows that I do is like 2 hours long. So people be like, I ain't gonna do two. They see 2 hours, they be like, I ain't gonna watch this shit. But a 1 minute video, and I'm putting this out there for those of you out there that have compelling stories, compelling information, right? You could get in on not quite the ground level, but you don't have to go through all the stuff of TikTok, because TikTok is, you know what I'm saying? It's off and running. If you weren't in there in the early stages, you late. But right now on YouTube Shorts, you'll be able to post up your stuff. Now, on YouTube Shorts, what you have to do is right now, the way it is, because it's not on everybody's device yet. So what you do is you make a 60-second video with your camera like so, not like this, right? And you film your video. But it only could be 60 seconds now. And you post it up and you put a hashtag shorts on it so that you can get your stuff up. Now that's some little stuff from some of the research that we doing here over here at Giammi Journey. So now I done showed you that. Let's get to the video I wanted to show y'all. This is a brother by the name of D Cook. He's a motivational speaker up out of Chicago. I'm surprised I ran into him with some of my Symbol brothers. But I want y'all to hear what this brother say, and then we'll move into the folktale. This is D Cook on TikTok. D Cook on TikTok.
Hey,
good brother.
Yo, overstand me when I say that a vital key to your success is going to be your ability to hang with like-minded individuals. You feel me, family? Yep, you got to catch up with your crowd. You got to get in where you fit in because energy is real, right? Yeah, birds of a feather flock together, and you know you can be guilty by association, right? So that means that you got to select the people that you're around wisely. They got to be deliberate.
Wisely.
If you ain't where you need to be, then look at your circle. Look at the people around you. If you're trying to be a doctor, you got.
Think about what he's saying. Birds of a feather flock together. Family. Birds of a feather flock together. This is what we've been talking about in Giammi for a long time. Build your tribe. Build your tribe around like-minded people. Right? Like-minded people. You need to be seeking those groups or creating those groups where you could bring people who have a like mind and like spirit. Not the lazy motherfuckers. Now, those lazy people that just want to sit around and want to read all the goddamn time, but are not doing anything. See, because I have nothing against studying. Because I'm listening to YouTube videos, I'm listening to books, I'm reading books, I'm going through newspapers all the goddamn time, but I'm trying to be active with the information. For those that just want to study for study's sake, you lead them where they are. But those that want to take the wisdom and the information of our ancestors and move forward and build something. See, because it makes no sense to me to do all this goddamn studying and we're not building. Birds of a feather flock together. Right? So here we go. Go ahead, D Cook. I'm sorry, bro.
You got to hang with 9 doctors, right? Wouldn't that benefit you to hang with 9 doctors? You might learn something on accident. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to be an engineer, you got to hang with 9 engineers. Listen, if you hang with 9 people that's on the street getting money and making moves, you bound to be the 10th to go get money and make moves. If you hang with 9 teachers, you bound to be the 10th. Birds of a feather flock together. Catch up with your crowd, fam, and hang with the people. Whoever you say you're trying to be, catch up with that crowd right there. Now, hey, yo, overstand me when I say that a vital key to...
Once again, TikTok is only 60 seconds. So you got 60 seconds to get your idea across. He got his idea across. Right? You could do a video like that. What's stopping you? Right? Cause like in Giammi, I'm like, yo, people don't want to see Brother High Tim all the goddamn time. It's like I've been doing this for so long. I've been thrown on stage since I was 50, younger than that. I grew up in a Baptist church, so we had to play, and since I was a talk to one, I would get parts and I had to learn line. I've been being thrown on stage my whole life. This is what I do. This is what I'm able to do. You know what I'm saying? My whole life has prepared me for the internet. My whole life has prepared me for what I am doing right now. Now, many of you have some of the same gifts, but you're scared. The hell you scared of? What's stopping you from writing your book? Your ebook. An ebook don't even have to be 20 damn pages. If you was to sit down and write half a page for 40 days, say every day I'm gonna write half a page. Hell, let's break it down to a quarter, and you make it 80 days. Hell, let's make it a quarter of a quarter, and you just take a whole year. You just wrote a little bit. You can write down your ideas and produce your ebook. You can write down your ideas and produce a skit. You can write down your ideas and produce a course. Right now, the internet has broke down all the walls, and people are starting to realize the hustles that people have been up under. What's stopping you? Right? Other than your fear and the people that you hanging around that's telling you that you're not ready to do it, or that's just demonstrating by doing nothing. Family, we can no longer afford to sit around and hope. Sit around and hope. You know what I'm saying? Hope. Just sit around and hope. We got to start actualizing our principles, right? So I'm doing a series right now where I'm talking about tribe building. So y'all need to check that out. That's going to be coming on Instagram as well as TikTok. It's 60 seconds, and I'm going to be talking about, I'm breaking down the keys to building a tribe, the keys, and I'm going to be going through Players Pyramid. I'm going to be going through the Players Pyramid. I'm going to be going through the Warrior's Handbook for Life's Journey. I'm going to be going through the Power Within Limits. Freedom Within Limits. I'm going to be going through all the stuff that I've been collecting over these years, all these little writings that I've been doing over for the last few years, and help you develop and build your tribe. You understand what I'm saying? So that you can move on and do what you need to do, but you're going to have to do the work. So we're going to get off of D. Cook. Shouts out to D. Cook. Let's give D. Cook a round of applause. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Where y'all at? All right, and I forgot to tell y'all, you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. Thank you, Anime. Of course, you know this is, what is it? Oh, no, it ain't Tropicals. We on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. This Folk Tales for Grown Folks. And of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simba production. And we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Reminding you that the call lines are open. We are about to break open one of these one of these folk tales, and get busy. This is a very short proverb, so I'm not going to hold you too long. But the proverb or the folk tale of the day today is called The Boys and the Frogs. I got it up on screen. I like reading it from the book. I like the feel of the book in my hands. I'm into the digital technology, but I do love the smell of the paper and the feel of the book in your hand and being able to have the book. This is Aesop Fables, of course by Aesop, but it's translated by George Fowler Townsend. And I'm reading from his version. The Boys and the Frog, real quick. Some boys playing near a pond saw a number of frogs in the water and began to pelt them with stones. They killed several of them. When one of the frogs, lifting his head out of the water, cried out, "Pray, stop, my boys. What is the sport to you? Is death to us." Let me read that again. Some boys playing near a pond saw a number of frogs in the water and began to pelt them with stones. They killed several of them. One of the frogs, lifting his head out of the water, cried out, let me say it right this time, "Pray, stop, my boys. What is sport to you is death to us." What is sport to you is death to us. Man. That one is a powerful folktale. Now, when we look on one of my favorite pages, Fables of Aesop, you can find it yourself. It say, "Play for one may be death to another." And when you look at this proverb, it's deeper than just life and death. It's different perceptions from different angles To the boys, they was just having fun. To the frogs, it was death. We're in history. Did this work like this for us? We're in history. Anybody know? Want to take any yeses? You know what I'm saying? Right now, where does this apply? See, because the important part about folktales is not just listening to them, not just being entertained by them, but being able to look at your life and being able to fit the wisdom in your life. Now, I'm going to give you another, one of my older stories. Those that's been tuning in to me for a while, y'all heard this story before. But this is when I figured out the power of stories. And I was very young when I did this. One day, trying to be cool, hanging with the older kids, they smoking cigarettes, playing spades, cussing and shit, smoking weed. It was one guy that just happened to be there. I never seen him before. I never saw him again. He just happened to stop by the cool house on the block. You know what I'm saying? And he walked and he was playing. And when he started talking, you know, everybody gave him room to talk, but you tell everybody wasn't listening. So he walked in and he told a story about a class that he was in. And the class that he was in was a general business class that everybody in, I think it was 6th grade, had to take. You know what I'm saying? But he was like just general business. And he said that he walked into the class and it was the final exam. And he said, I thought I was ready for the final exam. And when I walked in, the teacher gave us very simple instructions. He said, I want you to open the book, because it was a book. It was like, he said it was like 15 pages. And I want you to read the instructions, and I want you to follow the instructions exactly, and then take the test. So he said, I read the instruction. The instruction said, read each question, go through all the questions and go all the way through the end, then come back and do the test. So this dude said that he started taking the test. And he said they had 2 hours to take the test, and he started taking the test. So he said, fuck the instructions. He went straight in and he started doing the test. And he said he was running into math problems he had never seen before. There was asking questions that he knew that the teacher hadn't covered. And he was in there for 1 hour and 45 minutes. And he made it to the end of the test. And at the end of the test, it said, if you have followed the instructions, turn the book over, sign your name, and turn it into the teacher. He said, I took this whole test, and the only thing I had to do was follow the instructions, and I would have got an A. But because I did all that work, I ended up flunking the class because I didn't follow the instructions. So, what that has to do with folktales, Brother Hatim? What that has to do with... So I listened. Some people weren't listening. Other people was too enticed. They was enticed by what was going on around. I listened to them. Because I couldn't play spades. I'm still not good at spades. I still get my ass whooped at spades. But I could play. So don't y'all be talking. I could play a little. I could play. I know when to throw what card down. Strategy-wise, I'm fucked up. But I can play spades. So if anybody out there challenging my blackness and shit. But anyway. Well, you can't challenge this. But anyway. I just happened to be in this class. And this teacher was teaching what was called general business at the time. I know a lot of the young people right now, y'all don't got this. And I don't know when they cut general business out. But, he taught us a lot of stuff. He taught us about how to balance the checkbook. He taught us a lot of stuff about business, about starting on. These was classes going on when I was in 6th grade. So on the final exam, he said, y'all need to get ready for the final exam. It's going to be very hard. Very blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I was kind of pressed because, like I said, I want to maintain my good grade. I had good grades. I'm like, oh, man. So I sat down at the table to take the test. And at the beginning was instructions. Instructions said, read the book all the way to the end. Follow the instructions. Read first before you do the test. And I looked around me, and everybody started writing and doing stuff. Seeing people trying to do math they never saw before, and I just turned the page. And I turned the page, and I said, we ain't covered none of this. Turned the page. I said, oh, man, I ain't going. I'm about to funk this. Page 14, I get to page 15. I said, and all this time I'm thinking about what this dude had said at this house. And I turned it over, and it said, if you have followed the instructions, you have read this book all the way to the end. Sign right here. Make sure your name is on the front page. Turn it in and have a great summer. So I looked around me, and nobody else was getting it. So I signed my name, and I walked up to the teacher, and I gave him my booklet, and he said, Mr. Brown, you did an excellent job. It was a pleasure having you in my class, and I wish you a great life. Have a great summer. And I walked out the room. Now, I wouldn't have passed that test if somebody in my culture at that time, what I would consider my culture at that time, had not passed on the information through story. That's what these folktales are about. Our ancestors are passing information generation by generation through the stories. We pass lessons so that I or you don't have to bump your head to learn them. So we turn them into entertaining stories about frogs and boys and lions and other animals and foxes and goats and shit. They turned them into these stories to make them entertaining, but we shouldn't miss the message because we have been kind of, I'm too old for this, I'm too wise for this, I'm too intelligent for this. So in this story right now, what they're talking about is one man's treasure is one man's junk is another man's treasure. That's basically what they're talking about. But they took it to the level of life and death. They took it to the level of life and death. We could definitely look at those different things, but I'm not going to go through those for you. I want you to think about those. Nobody's calling in. Nobody's really listening right now. You go through all that yourself. So I won't waste your time, and I'm not going to waste my time. But what I'm going to tell you is this. Our ancestors left us some jewels, family. And all we got to do is be willing to get dirty in the wisdom mining. What is wisdom mining, Brother Hatim? Wisdom mining is where you put on your work clothes. You put on your work mind. You get out and you chip away at the wisdom that your ancestors left you. They ain't leave them in long tomes. They left them in myths, folk tales, legends, and proverbs. And because we have become so Western, we think that is antiquated. We think that's old. We think that's garbage. When all of our wisdom is sitting right there for us in the story. Sitting right there for us in Proverbs. You know, but we too big for that right now. Not even realizing that a lot of your lives you're living in on stories that's been told to you or showed to you. You're living out ideas that other people have presented to you in stories and folk tales and legends. You think you're smart because of the story that you've been told about yourself. You think you're brave because of the stories that you've been told or that you believe or that you follow. Many of you think that, you think you're educated or smarter than everybody else because of the stories and stuff. Some of y'all think y'all better than other people because of the stories that's been told to you. Your whole life is based on stories myths and legends and proverbs, and you don't even know it. And a lot of people don't even take into account that one of the biggest industries that we don't ever talk about, because we talk about, like I talk to y'all about stocks and Bitcoins and all this stuff, but do you not know that all those companies and all those ideas are built up on the stories? Bitcoin is a fucking story. I'm just caught up in the story right now. It's a story. It's the story of Bitcoin, the story of being able to store value. The dollar is a story. It's a myth. It's a legend. Story of being able to hold value. And because that story stuck and people believe in the story, we exchange these dollar bills. We're stuck on the myth of gold and the myth of silver. The stories. Our whole society is built around stories, but yet we dismiss it. It's not important. But maybe it's not that it's not important. Maybe we're not wise enough to understand this. Family, once we start changing the stories of our individual selves, of our families, of our tribes, and of our nation, then we'll start seeing change in the world. Because what starts to happen is that people start, when things go wrong, people fall to the default story. What's your default story? You know what I'm saying? When things going good, boom, 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 you get uncomfortable, you fall back to your default story. You know what they call that in psychology? Self-destructive behaviors. This is too good for me. Where did that term come from? Your whole religion is based on stories, myths, and legends. Things you believe. But yet people ain't quick enough to catch on to what we talk about here. The Giammi Journey. Here on this show. Got this crazy old man sitting here talking to himself. And I'm going to continue doing it. Because you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this like I said, I be listening to some YouTubers and some other people on social media talking about how long they been doing it. And I start laughing. Oh man, I had to struggle hard for 3 years to get 1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm how old is social media? How old is streaming? How old is podcasting? I've been doing this shit a very long time. Very long time. Because I determined a long time ago, it wasn't about the numbers. It's about the story that's going to come after I'm gone from doing this shit that my children are going to be able to build off of. You know what I'm saying? Because there's very few people that could say some shit like, yo, shit, my dad streamed for 5 years straight. I could drop dead right now. My kids got enough data. After I get done downloading this shit, my children will have thousands of images of me in all types of states, in all dealing with different types of struggles, from sadness to joy, from dropping wisdom to being funny. And they always gonna be able to, for at any given time, be able to randomly select something that's going to be able to touch their souls. So, I don't give a damn how many people watching. I do what I do. This is what I do. I was born to do this. And I'm going to build a legacy off it. Not only are my children going to eat off of it, my family's children going to eat off of it. My tribe's children going to eat off of it. And that's the story I'm telling. That's the story I'm sticking to. And that's going to be the default story for them. I hope your default story is something of value, But, and depending on how you look at life, you could be the boys or you could be the frogs. And if I had to pick a position, well, I don't know. I'm going to let you pick. Because, we could go and break this down, but, like I said, family, hopefully you get the message. If not, that's on you. But hey, this is Brother Hatim. I want to make sure you know that you are standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle build muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. Right now, we are on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. I hope you put the kids to bed because I know I done cussed about 50 times. Of course, it's the heart of a simple production. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. But before I roll, Brother Kwame said, I want to be the man, the lion, and lastly, the elephant. See, that's why I love the Black Yoda. Y'all don't even understand, family. You know what I'm saying? We building something here. That's why I love the Black Yoda. So now, once again, before I get off of here, the lines are open 614-556-4535. Once again, the lines are open 614-556-4535. I'll read the folktale one more time. We got different versions. Where you at? There we go. Boys playing by a pond began to throw rocks at frogs, killing several. Frogs cried out they should stop, as sport to the boys was death for the frogs. Damn. Many of us are frogs in the pond, y'all. Y'all even know it. Y'all even know it. Right? They throwing these little pennies at us and stuff, and some of us is dying from these little pennies or dying for these little pennies. Right? Throwing them in the pond. Play for one may be death for another. Let's go to Aesop for children. Is it that long? You know, because usually those are long. But the moral is always stop to think whether your fun may not be the cause of another's unhappiness. Ooh, that's a good one. Always stop to think whether your fun may not be the cause of another's unhappiness. And because like that one, when you look at some of the stuff, when you look at these folk tales, not only does this deal with life or death, this deals with relationships. Always stop to think whether your fun may not be the cause of another's unhappiness. When I look at community needs myths, stories, and legends so that it can teach the generations how to deal with each other. Right now, we got individuals that play with relationships and don't even give a damn about who it hurts. Why? Because it's all about them. Them boys was all about them. They ain't give a damn about the frogs. They ain't give a damn about any other life in the pond. It was them. It's all about them. And when you start taking on that Western mind state, even though most people in the West don't even think like that, they got you thinking that's the way it is. They think like that when it's group thought. See, now when there's no outside pressure on them, they go to war with each other. History shows us that. Spain don't like France. France don't like Portugal. You know what I'm saying? I just did something and cut my damn screen off. What the hell just happened here? All right. You know what I'm saying? History shows they don't like each other, but it's the outside pressure where they look and see their similarities and be like, shit, either we gonna be the boys or we gonna be the frog. We the only ones that are acting within the group as individuals. See their similarities and be like,
OBS.ninja, link, viewers.
We the only ones that are.
Toggle the chat, mute the mic, disable the camera, share a screen with others, settings, hang up the call.
Kwame, where you at?
Toggle the chat, mute the mic, disable the camera, share a screen with others, settings, hang up the call.
I know where he at.
Toggle the chat, mute the mic, disable the camera, share a screen with others.
Does it work?
Yeah, hold on. You ain't tell me. I told you to call me first. Hold on. I know where he at. Kwame.
Disable the camera, share a screen with others.
Does it work?
Yes, it works. Hold on. You ain't tell me. I told you to call me first. Hold on. I know where he at. Kwame.
Does it work?
Yes, it works. Hold on. Clicking links.
Does it work?
Yes, it works. Clicking links. All right, hold on.
Yes, it works.
Where you coming from?
Clicking links. All right, hold on. I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. Where you coming from?
When you gonna shut that down, man?
Give me a second. I gotta find it. I gotta remember where it's at.
I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. Where you coming from?
Oh, my fault. I gotta go over here.
When you
Hold
gonna
on.
shut that down, man?
Give me a second. I gotta find it. I gotta remember where it's at.
I know what I gotta do.
Oh, my fault. I gotta go over here.
When you
Hold on.
gonna shut that down, man?
Give me a second. I gotta find it. I gotta remember where it's at. Oh,
When you gonna shut that down?
Black Yoda's in the house. Hold on, let me go on and try to control your mic. Black Yoda's in the house. Hold on, let me go on and try to control your mic. Alright. Black Yoda's in the house. Hold on, let me go on and try to control your mic. Whoa, experiment. Now I gotta figure this out. Control audio via OBS. Whoa, experiment. Now I gotta figure this out.
Where's all that feedback coming from?
Hold on. Control audio via OBS. Whoa, experiment. So I have to go in. Hold on. I have to go into my mic. You still there? You still there? Can you hear me? I have to go in. Hold on. I have to go into my mic. You still there?
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
I gotta remember how to get to this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Do you hear me? Hold on.
I hear you just fine.
I'm gonna have to reset the link.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Call in on the black line, Kwame.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you just fine.
It works. I'm gonna have to reset the link.
Yeah, that
It
sounds
just ain't
a lot
working like
better.
I thought it would. Call in on the black line, Kwame. Property.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Yes. I hear
Check
you
1
just
2.
fine.
Check 1 2. I think you
Yeah,
killed all my sound,
Google
man.
Chrome.
Hold on.
Yes.
Check
All
1
right.
2. Fresh browser when Steam becomes active. Refresh. I reset it. Now I got to figure out what was going wrong with it, because it shouldn't be coming in like that. So I need to be able to control. So I got to go on and reset that link. I'm gonna rebuild that link. All right, check 1, check 2. Can you hear me? Uh-oh, here we go. We try. Check 1, check 2. What's up?
Now I just wanted to test.
Yeah, you should
to
let
see
me
if you'd be
know
able
so
to
I
pull
get it
me.
ready. But I'm glad you did that. So we're gonna do this off scene. The stream is not available yet, or error occurred. Okay, cool. So let me get off of there, cause you caught me by surprise. I'm like, what in the hell just happened here?
No, I mean I was trying to do it through my iPad. I think it was either yesterday or I don't know, one of them days. And for whatever reason, when I was trying to go through Twitch, it wasn't allowing me to do it. But through YouTube, it allows me to do it.
You talking about listen to the show or click that link?
No, to click the link to get into you the way I was trying to get in before. So that you could pull me up on the screen if that's what,
right.
you know.
Well, it did pull you up on the screen. What I didn't do is when I set up that room, I didn't adjust the volumes right. So I'm going to work on that.
I was getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, me too. So was everybody. You chased about 5 people off. Thanks a lot. You know, we got so few. But go ahead, bro. You called in. What's going on? What's on your mind?
Nothing, shit. I was just testing the equipment. Shoot.
You gonna test the equipment during a live show?
Of course. Shoot, that's the best time to test it.
Oh my God.
People see what we doing.
You the type of brother to shoot a brother to the moon and be like, We're gonna test this new button. We got a new green button over here. I just want to see how the green button works. What the green button supposed to do?
I'll share this little story with you. I know I told it to you at least once, but when I was working up there at NASA Cleveland, and we were working on the International Space Station, and I'm sitting in there as a young, college student, right, listening to the plans and stuff, and I busted out laughing in a meeting because it literally felt like I was in a sci-fi movie. And, and of course, I'm sitting there thinking, wow, I'm sitting here and we talking about, what we going to do, how we going to do it, and how soon we going to do it. And I just bust out laughing. But, after reflecting on it, I was like, well, damn, this is what it's about.
This is what it's about.
It's about making plans. And and I think you and I have talked about this whole notion. I know I've talked with with Christine about how, you get in some of them settings and we say that, if we need something soon, we mean like yesterday.
Right.
If we need something, immediately, well, we want to see it by the end of the week, And so the space station, now when it first got launched and everything, that was years and years after it was supposed to have been. But the point was, during those meetings back in '86, we were talking like it was going to be up next, like within the next few years.
But that is because that kind of put the fire under y'all though. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
and that's called a plan ain't shit, but it's absolutely necessary. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But the other side of that was, and this is something, as someone who would sit at home or whatever and watch one of those launches, man, you can not imagine how intense it gets in those rooms, man, because the pressure that people are under to make sure everything's working right. Oh,
right.
God.
Right.
I was, man, because I forget which one it was, Columbia Challenger or something, like one of them. And, it was in a January, and we got called, they're about to launch, so, get to the rooms, right? And, man, the intensity, I was like, damn, this is fire here, man. But yeah, it's just learning how to at that point, I was just trying to see what it is, that, or basically how it functioned. It was a new experience for me. On the one hand, it was where I wanted to be. On the other hand, and and just wanted to learn and take in as much as I could. But I was like, damn, boy, this is seriously intense. And so, yeah, it's I just thought I'd call in and share those experiences since you wanted me to say something. And
cool. Well, I got Dentista waiting for me over in Giami Journey Media, so I'm about to start trying to download this stuff again. So we won't hold y'all up. Maybe y'all catch this later. Maybe y'all catch it in 3 years. But leave some comments, some thoughts about some of the stuff that, I had talked about or that Kwame called in and talked about. I want to thank all of y'all for your time, whether it's in the present moment or in the future moment. And with that, guess what? We out.
One love.